A press conference with the official Republican response to Congressman Bart Stupak's decision to vote for the health care bill. We'll take you to that live when it happens.
Michele Bachmann, Minnesota 6th Congressional District. This piece of paper that represents the executive order is merely an illusory promise and one that ultimately won't stand. In fact, it may not even stand for a week. All we need to know is that the pro-life Democrats had, or the pro-abortion Democrats had no problem with this agreement. That's really about all we need to know. We were so proud of Bart Stupak. We were so proud of our pro-life colleagues on the other side of the aisle that we're standing strong on this issue that many of us consider an important reason for being in Congress. And I think that's why we were all so heartbroken when the news came out today that Bart Stupak had changed his mind. And when we talked to a lot of the regular American folks that are out on the lawn today, they were heartbroken too, because they saw Bart Stupak as a hero for them, that he was willing to take a principled stand for life. And they were so grateful, and they were heartsick, and they said, tell us it isn't true. And what we would like to be able to do is go back and tell them that they have reconsidered their position and that they are going to stand for life. Because at the end of the day, it appears that a very bad bargain has been wrought, and one that will turn and fly in the face of the pro-abortion or pro-life Democrats. It appears that they won't be getting what they thought they were bargained for. There's no ironclad guarantee that they're going to 3 years from now, 30 years now, 30 days from now, or even 3 days from now, that they'll be able to hold on to a statute, law. Law stands for something in our country. When you have law, you can take that to the bank. But this is the rule of man, not the rule of law. They're very different. And that's why an executive order cannot trump the rule of law. And that's why we uphold the rule of law, why we venerate the rule of law, why we've had this discussion for the last week about the slaughterhouse rule. Because law means something, and our names need to be recorded in the journal with how we vote. An executive order can't do that. Because after all, the president is not Congress. He cannot make law. That is Congress's purview, not the president's. And so we encourage our pro-life Democrat colleagues to reconsider, think this through very carefully. Today is a momentous day, and this decision that's about to be made is a portentous decision that will impact the lives of those yet unborn into the future. We know from the Alan Guttmacher Institute that if there is taxpayer funding of abortion, there will be 30% more abortions. And I would agree with my colleague Joe Pitts. No one on either side of the aisle can call themselves pro-life ever again if they vote for this bill. It is impossible, because this will, for the first time in the history of our nation, create federally funded abortion. And so we reach out to our brethren and our sisters across the aisle, and we say, let's join hands as those committed to pro-life, and let's remain that way through this bill. Thank you.
Minnesota's Congresswoman Michele Bachmann, you've been watching